How many times can I forget to turn the mic on? Okay, well, back to what I was saying. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is for you today. I hope that you're doing well. Hi, Shoto. How are you doing? I was talking without my mic on, silly me. I was like, hi, guys. Yay. I was like, oh, my mic's not on. So no one could hear anything. Oh, hey, Paige. Your aunties here are... He says, I'm busy with a treat right now. You guys are his aunties and uncles. Only got home from school about 5 minutes ago. Ooh, I just got off the phone with my dad. He wants me to come over and look at some stuff so that they can maybe go out of town in a couple days so that I can like take care of his greenhouse for him. He's got some tomatoes and flowers and other stuff growing for the garden. Aw, sorry you guys. Hold on just a minute. I'm gonna mute you. I'm so sniffly. Hold on. Okay, hopefully that's better now. Jeez. All right. When I look down all morning, my nose runs a lot. All right. Just got out of your doctor's appointment. I hope everything is good with that. Hope you had a good checkup. It was just a checkup. I had mine the other week. Well, actually, it wasn't a checkup. It was a follow-up for my ADD medicine. But I have my physical coming up too. So before they get here, I don't think they're here yet. So I'm working on a free for an order. And their favorite colors are yellow and orange. So they don't know that I'm making it for them. But it's another one of the chapstick holders. But look what I made, you guys. I want to make the next one bigger. So I want to make it longer so that it goes below the bic and then goes all the way to the bottom. But I made my pattern and put together a lighter thing. This one's just random beads, but I want to try some different like patterns on them and stuff, and different like solid colored ones. But they're just like little, little lighter cover things. So they're cool. And I made the pattern for that. Like I said, I just need to make it a few more rows next time. I just didn't have enough beads strung up. So there's really nothing I could do. Hey, Pets World. Aw, you show the beaded. Oh, close. Okay, yeah. Hold on. Let me find a prettier one to show her. Hold on. Let me show her this one. This one has an actual pattern to it, so just ignore the top and the bottom. It's a little rolled, but this is hello, Anthony. Welcome. But this is micro beaded crochet. So it is done with these tiny little seed beads. So like here is, wait, that's two. Here's one. So they're super, no, it's blurry, but so each one is a little bead and they're all crocheted on with a super, super, super tiny hook that is less than a millimeter. It's 0.75 millimeters. So you have to string like 1,000 beads and then crochet them on. It's hard to get started, but once you get started, like you're good. It's just hard to get it started. So super tiny, and it's hard to not let it like flip or anything. Wait, where's that? It's right here. Hey, Larry. Thank you, Anthony. It usually is just a little bit. It may be worse depending on certain things. Aw, good, Pets World, good. Oh, hi, Izzy. And hi, Larry. Ah, my nose is still running. Oh, well. So I'm doing this, and I also need to work on some roses. So I don't have any that are completed, do I? No. But I need to work on these yellow roses because my parents are going to see my aunt and uncle, and the roses are for my aunt. So I want them to just like bring them when they go, so I don't have to ship them. So that would be nice. It's my uncle, the one who unfortunately does have cancer. So hopefully I'll get to go visit them soon as well. But for now. I want to do that. I also kind of want to try to make a mousse for him, but I'm really nervous. So I don't know if I can do it. I just don't know. Arthur, you okay over there? Yeah. Okay, just checking on you. We're being babysat right now. I'm helping my grandma with my brothers because I won't say why. We're gonna be singing. Oh, blessings, Pets World. I hope everything's okay. Not much, just resting in bed while working. Go. Speaking of working, Chris isn't here. She's always here. I wonder if she is. I hope she's feeling okay. Paige, have you talked to Chris? Is she feeling okay? Because she's always here. I just thought about it. Where is she? Bless her. I know her head was bothering her and she was super tired and everything the other night. So I hope she's feeling okay. Thank you, Paige. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I need to do this and finish the roses. I think I have one more rose to crochet and then I need to put them together. So we'll see. I don't know if I need to, like, I don't know if I'm going to take you guys over there and we'll work on them or not. Relatively new, Anthony. I've been streaming for a couple months. Yeah, I've been streaming for a couple months. I would upgrade my internet if I could, but I literally have the best internet for where I live, so it's not that. I don't know. My phone's also pretty old, so at some point getting a new phone would be nice, but it's not a priority. This is more for fun, and it also helps me sell my crochet. So, YouTube's not like a main thing for me or anything. I really just started for fun and to share my crochet and stuff like that. All in for Super Dog Arthur. He's over there enjoying his little treat. Oh, he doesn't have any kibble in his bowl. I don't think he's gonna want some in a minute. Oh, okay, yeah. Hey Arthur, come here, come up and see everybody. I was talking about you. Yes, your Auntie Paige says hello. Yes, where you going? You want more treat? Yes. Okay, hold on. Wait, you have food. You have food. Okay, but I'll give you this. I thought you didn't have any kibble in there, but you do. There you go. There's your puzzle. Enjoy, darling. You called rude yesterday because you said no to making your channel a chicken channel. That's right. Just forget that. That's so people are just ridiculous. I have heard so many things from so many people about things. Tell them it's so funny, and me too. Like I've had the weirdest things said. But I think I laugh at most of them, which is the good thing. But because most of them really are just so ridiculous that you just have to laugh. But what was I gonna say? Oh, I forgot. I got distracted. But my little Arthie. But yeah, people are nuts. You just have to forget them. In Pets World, I can see people calling you rude just because you're very blunt, like you are. So I can see how people would call you that, like if they don't know you and don't know your temperament. But I've had friends like you in the past that are the same exact way, just super blunt, like just going to tell you anything, Touch of the ADHD. Yes, I am touched with the ADHD. The ADD specifically. Let's see, Paige's my friend, and I mostly became friends with her to help her. Oh, bliss. Yeah, sometimes people are not always friends as we think. Well, bye, Arthur. He's just gone. He just took off. I think they're going to fix my grandparents' roof soon, so I don't know when they're going to do that. I just hope they don't show up in like the middle of a stream because Arthur is going to freak. I think the weather this week is nicer though, so maybe this week. It's going to be 70 degrees today and tomorrow and the next day, I think. And it snowed last week, so generational difference. I didn't realize that it was. My parents always were like, "I bet I have it," and I'm like, "I have no idea. I can't really. I don't recognize it in either one of them necessarily. I have to be like small things, but I don't know. I definitely have it." But as my husband always likes to correct me and say, "You do not have." When people are just having a general conversation, most of the time people just say ADHD because it's quicker and faster, and some people don't know the difference between ADD and ADHD. And he thinks that I'm not ever hyper, but I don't know. I guess I am sometimes, but not very often. But it's also harder to diagnose in women and stuff like that. But I got diagnosed when I was super young, so thankfully I did not have to get re-diagnosed when I got older, because that would have been a whole process, I'm sure. Doggo's got better things to do. He does. He's just like, he's walking around the house checking everything out. He'll be up here in a little bit taking a nap, though. It's going to be 70s all week. Yes. No more snow or freezing cold weather. It's going to be below freezing again, though, like right after the 70s here. It's going to be like 28 or something. Oh, your grandpa has it. He said, "No, he didn't watch football because my brothers need to watch TV when eating dinner." Oh. Hey, come on. No, no. You have treat food, you have water, you have been outside to potty. You are good. You're a tear stain. You're a tear stain. You've been crying? No crying. No crying. What you want? What you want, baby? I'll give you some snuggles if that's what you want. Oh, our speaker turned off. I don't know how long it takes for that speaker to turn off, but it always turns off after a while. Hi, MJ. Hello. Not cool song, Arthur. I know. He can't cry. He can't cry. Not the baby boy. And I picked off the squirrels yesterday, you guys. So that is another down. And I'm excited. They'll be there in like 3 days, I think. 3 to 4 days, I think. And so that's good. Checked the tracking number yet. I knew yesterday when I wanted to, it was too soon. So I had just put them gave them to the post office. So, it's 48 there in Mississippi. I don't know what it is currently, but I know it's supposed to be 70 this afternoon. Let's see, what is it currently? Currently 59 degrees with a high of actually 68 degrees according to this particular app. But yeah, and then tomorrow's supposed to be nice, and then Thursday it might be a little stormy, but it's still gonna be warm. So, I need to move this little. I have one of those little. Does anybody else have one of those accessibility buttons on their phone? Because I do. It's like a little white button on your screen that you can literally on your screen that you can move around and use to like take screenshots and like program it to do different things. Anyway, I used that and it was in my way. Couldn't see your profile picture. Profile picture is Violet with hearts around it. Oh, I can see the little hearts. I can barely see the outline of Violet and I can tell it's her, but my eyes are not great. Let's see, high is 68 today too. Ooh. 7 there. Ooh. I don't know what that translates to, but I know it's still balmy. He asked about you. Yes, he did ask about you. And I was asking about Chris. I'm wondering where Chris is. I hope she's feeling okay. I'm going to have to check her later. Because it's not like her not to be here. And I know last time I heard from her, she wasn't feeling that well. So I'm concerned. I hope, if anything, I hope she's resting and taking a day off work. That would be good for her. Ooh, he's a thirsty boy. Hi, buddy. He's gone again. Yeah, Larry did sometime recently. Semi-recently. Because I can't remember what it was before that, but I think he did. Or maybe it was just nothing. I don't know. We'll get those out in just a minute, but I'm just working on this for now. Am I Irish? I think I am technically part Irish, yes. I think in my heritage there is Ireland, and I'm not really sure where else, so I'm not going to say. But according to last name where they trace back to, Irish is technically part of my heritage. But I have never done like a DNA thing. That would be cool though, because I was really interested in that stuff, and unfortunately, we had a family member that, like a distant family member, who created like a wonderful family tree, and unfortunately, they passed away, and their child doesn't really have a lot of contact with us, so I don't know how to get a hold of like copies of it. So Irish and German. I think so, but I can't remember. Sure. I was gonna say that, but I'm not positive, so I don't wanna tell what to say for sure. I forget when I ask my dad, he always says English. I'm like, thanks. Um, but yeah, I've looked up like heritage according to like last names and things before, and I believe those two were mentioned on different sides, I think. But Scottish but looks Irish. Cherokee. Ooh, and Cherokee. Oh, cool. I've been to Cherokee. It's not far from, well, I mean, it's far from here, but it's not that far from here. A couple hours. Yeah. I don't know. Cherokee's a cool little town. A little Indian town. They got all the little casinos and gem mines, and what else do they have? I forget. There are other things. The Cherokee Indian Museum, I believe, is there. Or right outside, and then I don't know. There's a lot of little things in Cherokee. It's a cool little place. There must be German in your country. It used to be Germany, right? You probably it's so close, right? You probably have one in you, don't you think? I know. I think my friend is part. What Indian is she though? I don't think it's Cherokee. I ask her what it is, because I know she got like paperwork not like that many years ago to like signify that she was indeed part of that tribe, or technically, I think. So I have to ask her which one it was. Tania. I think I've heard of that before. Tania. I feel I've heard of Tania before. I'm probably saying that wrong. Tania, but anything like someone that died weird. Maybe she was. I must have missed a comment. Yeah. His grandmother was born in England. Ah, there you go. Yeah, my dad always just says, English, you're English. I'm like, thanks, Dad. I kind of wanted to know more than that. So one of us should do a DNA test. I'm the only child, though. I guess I would have to be the child to do it, but mom and dad could too. That would work. I had to get my boss to take one of those one time, and they were like, they did not want to do it because they're smokers, and you could smoke like so long before you like spit in the little thing or whatever, and so they were like, I don't want to do it. I was like, oh my gosh. I finally got them to do it. Their family member had like given it to them for Christmas, and they were like making sure they did it, you know. And I was like, okay, you guys, we gotta do a little DNA test. My little patience at my job. Man, I paid 10 for an energy drink and from 7 but it's a birthday drink. Oh god, no, Larry. No, Larry. I don't blame you a bit. I would have done the exact same thing, thrown it away. But what the heck? What a rude child. Man, what the heck? Some children nowadays, man. I mean, I'm sure there were always children that were like this, but Jesus, nowadays it just seems like there are so children that are just so misbehaved. I think it's you see them, you know, you see them more. But like, gosh, I just know I was born in Canada. Your mom is American. Dad is born. Other than that, you're not sure. You want to do the DNA thing? Yes, me too. Really, you're so hungry. Oh, Pets World, go eat. Walmart sells the DNA test. Yeah, exactly. Yes, I have seen those because I've seen them at like the CVS and everywhere too. Because you'll be like waiting in line at the pharmacy or something, and you'll see like all those little tests. I've seen them. They have tests even. They have like actual like daddy, is that your daddy DNA test, not the ones we're talking about, but like, is that your daddy DNA test? They have those ancestry ones. They have like maybe not that brand, but they have like glucose tests, like some other kind of drug test, like all the tests. Any kind of test you can imagine. His brother looked away. So you owe me money for my new job. I bet. Yes, that good, because that is ridiculous. And you spent a ridiculous amount on it to start with, so that was already messed up, and then that happened. Oh, thank you, Flutter. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you have a good day. And you too, Pets World. Who's your daddy test? Can't help it, man. I can't help it. It's just, you know, both DNA tests, so I had to differentiate, right? Mm-mm-mm. Who's your daddy test? What we should call it from now on, the Who's Your Daddy test. If you're like stalking them in the store, right? Who's gonna put up the Who's Your Daddy test today, guys? Oh my God, MJ, we were thinking about you the other day. We were riding home from Walmart, and my husband was like, "Did you hear the loudspeaker?" And I was like, "No." And he said, "You know how they play Walmart radio?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, which I literally just realized the other day. And he goes, "Well, there was an employee that called in and was like shouting out their store." And I was like, "Oh, we're gonna hear MJ one day on there shouting out her store." I swear, one day. Hello, honey. I hope you're having a good day. My hubby's here. Goof. Goof, goof. I need coffee, not just water, actually. I have 3 beverages next to me. Jesus. It's only because I would have 2, but my stomach was hurting earlier, so I also have ginger ale. But... Whoa, it's like a shadow. I was like, what is that? Hey, what's coffee? You can't have coffee. What? Hey, no, stop. Nobody's here, and I just grabbed my coffee. You do have water, otherwise I would be concerned. I know you do. I checked. What's the Who's Your Daddy test? Mm-hmm. It's a DNA test. I called it a Who's Your Daddy test. I called it a Who's Your Daddy test. Your parents are from the Dominican Republic. Oh, cool, cool. That's awesome. I just think that's cool to hear about stuff like that. My husband's family, his uncle married a woman from Bolivia. So they're Bolivian, and they have 2 children that are close to our age. And then she has her mother, who mostly speaks Spanish. She did speak more. She had a stroke, unfortunately, and lost a lot of her English. So when we see now, it's mostly a very quick interaction because we can't speak with her back and forth. I mean, it was always kind of a brief thing, sort of, but for the most part. But now it's much more brief because we don't speak much Spanish at all, hardly any. My store manager was on Walmart radio one time, and it was weird because they played the shout out every hour. Oh my gosh, Jesus, that's hilarious. Every hour? I'd be so annoyed if I worked there and was like hearing myself every hour. Oh my god, oh, I'd be like, stop it. Be annoyed to hear myself at all, let alone an hour. Oh. Your story manager. Oh, you already read that. Hi, Winsome. I wanted to pop in your live yesterday so bad, but I mean, I did. I think I did pop in and like it, but I didn't say anything. But I was busy doing stuff. But I think I did pop in and like. Yeah, I know I clicked on it, so I'm sure I liked it because I always do. Working on a little. I'll show you this one that's finished. So I'm making these little lighter covers. Let me slide it. So the next one I want to make a little bit longer so that it goes like further down to the bottom, but I didn't string quite enough beads on this one. I'm working on these little lighter covers. I I sort of based it on the pattern for these things, the little chapstick holders, and kind of changed the numbers and figured out how many to fit around a lighter instead. And so I made a little pattern. Oh, what is he saying? They were all scared. Anderson killed a bear just looking at it. She had a football team by itself on the football field. Oh my goodness. Yeah. They were all scared. I was wondering why you said they were all scared. They were all just so scared of me. Oh yeah, we're all definitely all have a little bit of everything in us for sure. I'm sure I would be really surprised at least one or two things that is in me that I would just be like, huh, really? Had no idea. It's cool. It's a good thing, you know. Get the best of all the worlds, right? Yeah. Aw, you're welcome, Winsome. I wish I could have stayed and chatted. I just was busy at the time. I think I had been running to the post office and got. I lost 10 pounds Christmas tree. Oh, that's right. 10. I thought you said you lost 10 pounds. What happened, Larry? And then I was like, oh yeah, your drink. $10. Stupid drink. Stupid kid. Sorry, I should say stupid kid. Darn kid. There we go. Ridiculous child. What I should say is stupid behavior from a child. Stupid child. No child is stupid. They just do dumb things. I'm gonna get canceled over here. Had it right the first time. It is ridiculous though. A child should know not to come over and put their mouth on your drink like that. I wonder if Mac heard what DNA test is, because sometimes he just puts it on and like goes on around the shop and stuff and doesn't have the volume up. So I wonder if heard what I said or not, or if he's gonna come home later and be like, "What's a who daddy test?" And I'll have to explain this all over again. Holy crap, that's pretty cool. Oh, that would be so cool if I found out that I had any type of like, ow, my foot's cramping. If I found out I had any type of Egyptian in me, I'd be so excited. That's one thing about me that probably like you guys don't know is that I absolutely love Egyptian culture. Like, I don't know what it is, but I love it. I've always been really into it ever since I was in probably like 5th or 6th grade. I have loved like the pyramids and just everything about I don't know, I just love it. So, I've always wanted to go. Like, when people ask me like a dream place that I could go, that's one of the places I would love to. Don't know that it's a safe place to go, but if I could go anywhere and it was safe, that place I would love to go is to the pyramids. I just think it's so cool. Fascinating. You're also trying to make a 3 donut and you keep messing up. Oh no, Winsome. Those do look tricky, those donuts. I remember they made Wooble kit donuts, and how do you even start that? I wondered, did you make a chain or like how did it even start? You know? No, not right now. No, this is my pillow. You're looking at my pillow. This is a pillow that I made. I was like, what is she talking about? Any squares? Apparently, he had tons of babies. I bet they did. I would not be surprised. A lot of times back then, man. I'd be thrilled to find out that you're more than just Canadian because that's all you've known. I know, right? It would be fun to really know anything for sure, right? Because you just don't know. That's how I feel. It would be fun. I have to look into how much they are. It could be like a gift or something. Maybe I could request it as a gift if someone asks what I would like for the holidays or something, if it's not too expensive, of course. But that would be cute. I gotta think of a good I gotta think of a good white elephant gift too for Christmas this year. I don't know if I want to play or not. I don't always play because I don't like to steal from my husband's family. So I usually end up with the bad gift, so I don't always play. Still haven't figured out how to crochet the donuts. You're trying to make one in a program. Oh, okay. You learn how to make a donut too. You were also curious. Yeah, right? What's wrong with being Canadian? Oh, nothing. I don't think she means anything is wrong with it. It would be cool to find out that she's more than just Canadian. Your wife's thinking about moving to Canada. Ooh, thinking about moving away to Canada, Mr. Larry. I've considered that once or twice. But I couldn't do it. I would freeze to death. Like, I know not all of Canada is that cold, but I think I would freeze to death. Otherwise, I would consider it more and be like, honey, what do you think? But I've already asked my husband if he would consider like living in a van and like traveling, or like a bus, or like a tiny home, and he's like, no. And I'm like, okay. So guess I'm never gonna travel the world in a van, but it's okay. I wouldn't have room for my yarn anyway. And then Arthur wouldn't be able to run around the house. He couldn't do his zoomies. He'd have to zoom me outside on a leash. Oh yeah, that would be sad. It's really not the van part that excites me. I'd really rather have like a freaking tour bus, honestly. But it's the traveling around part that sounds fun. Yeah, just like not having responsibilities, just like going where you go, doing what you want to do. No bills. Well, car payment, but you know, insurance, health insurance. Okay, you still got bills, but you have less bills. I don't know how you're making money, but somehow, right? Two screens, and the tour person said to choose one, and the options were something like combine the left and right. What, Winsome? What? Yes, and you have dual citizenship. I think I remember you telling me that. You got so confused and closed the one you were supposed to open. Oh no, I would have two, Winsome. Oh no, you have no idea how to go back. Oh no, I would have been so confused too. I don't understand it. I still don't understand what. I mean, I get you were supposed to keep both of them open, but like, what? Yeah. Bless. I hope you figure it out. That's confusing. Yeah, I did. I wondered how nuts worked. And I think, pretty sure that Woobles, anyway, the way they did it, I would assume they were like somehow made a beginner level kit. And I don't really know how, because it seems like it would be very confusing. But especially because they were two colored donuts. And then they also had like embroidery on, I don't know, like, I don't know. Just strange. You stubbed me. I don't know what to do. Oh no. There's no way to go back and get the other piece or video or whatever. That's awful. Oh no. I gotta work on those roses in just a second, because I do need to finish those, because hopefully my parents will go on their little trippy trip to see my aunt and uncle, and then they deliver the roses. So I already have 4 red roses made, and I'm just gonna give her those, considering I already made them, and I don't want to make 4 more red ones right now, I don't think. I just need to ask her one question to make sure it's okay if stems are different lengths than the ones I made her previously, but they're not going to match. Anyway, so I'm going to make some yellow roses here in just one second. I'll put this down. I'm just addicted to this, you guys. I can't help it. The bead crochet is very addictive. I can't put it down. Like, I swear, at night, I'm just like sitting here. I don't want to down. I don't want to go to bed. I don't want to get up and do the dishes. I don't. I just want to bead crochet all day. I can't do that, though. For multiple reasons, I can't do that. I'm going to work tomorrow and get some stuff done. My boss's boss comes back on March 16th, I think. So I need to have everything that I was supposed to do in this time done before March 16th. So really a couple days before that would probably be optimal, just in case. And so I need to work on that skiff that I need to take care of, and then hopefully we'll figure out what happens from there. I don't know what's going to happen. I hate to say I'm losing hope, but like as time goes on, it's harder for me to imagine my patient coming back home, but I'm still hopeful that they will come. You're originally from North Jersey, New York City. Oh, okay, cool. I closed the little screen with the donut and they're stuck on some chart, but the tutorial person never even used to figure out the donut for 3 days. Oh, win some. Is there a pattern or anything? Can you find like another donut pattern or anything? Because that's awful, girl. Hi, Shima. How are you? How are you doing? All right, we're going to put this down and grab our roses as much as I don't want to. All right. I also made a clear case the other day. I'll show you that one, just with clear beads. I wasn't sure how big to make it, but I made a clear one the other day. It's two or three different like types of clear beads. That's why it's like a little different, but yeah. Anyway, I made another one, but that one's just plain. All right, so let's get out our roses. Let's see, how many do we have? 1, 2. This is number 3. I thought I had 4, another, but I'm not really sure if I do or not. I don't see it, so I guess. Oh, never mind. Got it. All right, these are the roses. I just got to finish this one, and then we will roll them up and make them into actual flowers. These are these you can find just like searching YouTube for crochet roses. Can't remember exactly which channel I got this pattern from because since then I have just down. But you can just search for crochet roses and find pattern. So I gotta do this is 6. Okay. Oh, you don't want all that time. I can start off. Don't want all your time to go to waste. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand. No, you're not in Canada. You're in Florida. Oh, okay. Aw, you want a Cuphead, but you're too cheap to buy it. Oh, have I heard of that before? Oh, we still haven't. I keep forgetting that I wanted to play the new Life is Strange. I have to see how much it is before we. And then I decide, do I want to play it now while it's still like cold out, or do I want to wait until it gets like super this summer when it's too hot to do stuff outside, and then we can play? I don't know, because it's going to take up like a good amount of our day and weekend or whatever when we play. But it's fun. Oh no, you made it even worse. No. It's the heat in the beach. I bet you do. That would be a fun place to grow up. In Florida, which I'm lucky to. I feel like I am very lucky to live in North Carolina because we do have the beach and we have mountains just a couple hours away in each direction, and so it works out. I was lucky to be able to go to the beach and the mountains when I. So a lot of kids never even see the beach until they become grown, if ever. So I'm thankful that I lived close to one. Ooh, what's Larry want to play? Let's see. Gamepad you spoiled. Oh, Larry said he wanted to play Cuphead. Okay, I thought it was Vincent for some reason. I think my husband used to have, and now he doesn't anymore. I think is what it was. Or it was that, or he was using somebody else's. Oh, something like that. I think he had his own. I don't know. Somehow Game Pass before, but he doesn't anymore. He got a new device and everything, and I think like get it again when he got a new thing. New, what do you call that? A new console. There you go. 5, 6. I forgot to get more gummy bears for bracelet. 7, 8. Because it only has 4 on it, and I wanted to add more. I wish I had different colors, but anyway, I mean, they are different colors, but I wanted to add more, and I forgot them, so I've got to wait until I go back to the store to get more. Yeah, no idea. Reunion, Florida. almost sounds familiar. Almost. I don't know why, but maybe it's just because the word reunion. I don't know. What? That's cool. Oh, that's cool. You see the fireworks? That's awesome. That could be also annoying at the same time if you hear them and stuff every night. That would be annoying. 5. Bless all the animals, dude. 6. My puppy dog wouldn't like that. He doesn't really freak out too much about thunder and fireworks, but he wouldn't enjoy it. Where is he, by the way? I don't want to disturb him, but he's sleeping somewhere. I just don't know if he's beside me or if he's in the bed. I doubt he's in the bed. He doesn't normally do that during the day. Where you got meow? Meow friends. Clap clap. You said in celebration for the last time we visited Disney. When was the last time I went? The last time I went to Disney was my senior trip. Yeah, last time I went to Disney was when we had our senior trip in high school. So when we were seniors, the thing that every senior class did was go to Disney World every year in like November. And so we went to Disney World, and that was the last time I went. I've been 3 times. That was the last time. I'd like to go with my husband one day, but we'll see. He's not a big ride person, and neither am I, but there's other things to do. 3. I mean, Space Mountain's about the most adventurous as far as rides that I go, but 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, Anthony. Well, I feel like some people do that, Anthony. Like, don't like cleaners and things, like for instance, hotels and things sometimes live on, like, not campus, but like on the resort or something. I think sometimes. Oh, you run the boarding academy. Oh, okay, cool. Been to Disneyland a few times. Mama, no, you've been to Disneyland. Larry. Oh, man. I've been to Disneyland a lot lately. I don't know why. I've been very dizzy, like just randomly. Sometimes I like when I why it would be like I held my breath for a second, or I don't know, like when I stood up. But like other than that, I'm not sure why. I've been getting a little dizzy. But yeah, I've been 3 times. Because we went when I was like 5th grade. We went when I was right the summer before I was a senior, because my parents wanted to take me one more time before I went with my school, and then we went with school. So I went pretty close together those 2 times within a couple months, which is good. I was like more familiar with it and stuff. 6, I knew where to go and take my friends. 7, they were so mad at me once though. When we went to Disney World on our senior trip, I made them go on the Carousel of Progress, and it's one of my favorite rides, okay? And it's not a ride, it's literally just like a dumb show, but it's one of my favorite things for some reason. And they were like, we got in there, and they were kind of annoyed already about going in there. And then they were like, the show started, and it was like, you're going to be seated for the next 35 minutes or whatever they said. Friends were all like, really? We're going to be here that long? We're wasting our doing this? And I was like, I'm sorry. It's my favorite thing. But by the time we left, they were better. But like at first, they were kind of mad at me. I was like, sorry, you guys. It's my favorite. I have to do it every time I come, and I'm gonna make my husband do it. If we go, he's got to do it. He's got to. It's my favorite. That, or he's gonna have to go somewhere else to do something else, because I'm going on Carousel of Progress there. Okay. 4, hungry for leftovers. I have like this much of a Jersey mix sandwich that I probably should eat as my lunch instead of making something new. Don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight. Did not talk to my husband about what he was planning or thinking about. I'll have to ask him later. Oh no, you think you broke the program? I'm actually crying. You have 2 donuts now. Oh no. Oh no, there's a great big beautiful tomorrow. Am I gonna get copyrighted? Shining at the end of the day. You know what I'm talking about, Anthony. There's a great big beautiful tomorrow. Just a day away. He needs a real one for knowing that. I heard the news. No, I don't think I have. I don't think I have Winsome. Oh, Larry. Oh my goodness. Uh, uh, I would hate living there, but I would enjoy it. But I enjoy working there just as long as I get to home every day. Yeah, I don't blame you. Like I've considered, because my boss has told me before, like, you could live here. Like if anything ever happened, like this was like, I think this is when I still lived with my parents or them, but she was like, you could always, and she still felt the same way, but she was like, you could always come stay here. Like my daughter's bed is open. Like if you ever need to, just for like a night or anything, don't hesitate. Da 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 da. And I the night there once, but that was when her daughter was there and we're friends. So I was really spending the night with her. But um anyway, it was really sweet of her and everything. I thought about it before and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't like to actually live there. That wouldn't be have an annual pass. Well, I mean, if you live there, it makes sense to have one. Makes sense. My principal, it was perfect actually, because my principal in my old school used to love Disney World, and then he ended up getting the job there where every year we went to Disney World with the principal. So he loved that. He had an annual pass as well because he also had a house in Florida. 6. It was really funny because we actually, on that trip, senior trip, when we went, told us, like, do not lose your little card. Like, whatever you do, don't lose your little card. Guess who lost their freaking card? I'm pretty sure a girl stole it. Whole nother thing. Anyway, I'm pretty sure my roommate took it from me because she wanted me to be the one to have the card and get in trouble. But anyway, so I lost my card. And so I ended up staying back with the principal looking for it. And then we got on the buses later to go to Disney. He told me, just tell him you're my daughter. Just tell him you're my daughter. And I've got this thing and we'll let you back in. And I can't remember if we actually said that he was my dad or if we did like actually tell him what happened. I can't remember. Somehow I got back in and got like another card. But yep, I was the one who forgot their card and had to let the rest of the class go to Disney World and wait and stay behind with the principal and go get a new card and lie to the people about why I was getting a new card. I was like, oh my god. That was a whole thing out about that. Forgot about losing the card. That was upsetting. I was like, God bless it. Why I gotta be the one? Why I gotta be like 50 of us to lose it? But also ADD. So who knows? But I'm pretty sure the girl took it because I never found it, even when we left like the rooms and everything. So I'm pretty sure the only explanation is it was in her bag, and there are also other things that got taken. So I bought a pair of like stone glass plugs at Downtown Disney, and I never found them again. I never saw them again. So I'm pretty sure she took them, which sucks because I looked so hard for those things. I looked in my bag so many times looking for them, and I never was able to find the bag or them. So I think they disappeared on me. I've been to Florida once on GTA. I've been to Disney 3 times, so it sounds like I've been to a lot of places, but I really haven't been that many places. Like the furthest I've been west would be like Tennessee or Michigan. And I've been to Alabama and Tennessee and Mississippi. I've been to Mississippi. But South Carolina and Florida and Georgia, obviously, to get there, we drove there. We didn't fly. I've never been in an actual commercial airplane before. But and then like Washington, D.C., but I've never been further north than that. Change downtown to the Springs. Oh, they did? It's not Disney anymore? What? Huh. I'll have to look that up and see what it's like now. This was 2011 when I graduated, so it's been a while. Okay. This is for... all right, Larry, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. I hope your squirrels come soon. I think in probably like 3, max 4 days if there's not snow somewhere that stops them. So, have a good day. Thank you for being here. 5, 6. We're almost done with this one. 7. Yeah, I do want to go back. I would like with my husband. I've thought about it. I don't know how much interest he has in going because I think he went when he was super little, so he doesn't remember it at all. So it'd be like a whole fresh experience for him. I would like to go with him one day. I think it would be fun to go with kids as well, like before we have kids, but I don't know how he feels about it. It's expensive though, that's for freaking sure. Stuck. Something's stuck. Oh, that is stuck. Cool. One of my strings got cut and it split off. Oh, one didn't get cut. That's what happened. Oh, okay. Cut through all of it except one little piece. I was like, what? Right, there goes on that, but now I cut that. Okay. Let's roll one up so we can see one. I gotta go through adult, gotta do Epcot. Yes, that's true. Very true, because I haven't done a lot of Epcot, to be honest. Because I know when I was younger and I went with my parents, I missed a day because I was sleeping. Long story. I was sleeping so intently that my father did not wake me, or could not wake me, I think, and was mad. And so he just went without me, which was upsetting. So I missed Epcot Day. And then when we went with the class, I don't remember. I remember, isn't soaring at, I don't know if it's still there, but the soaring ride, I think, was at Epcot. I remember doing that, but we spent so much time in line for that ride that I don't really even remember doing much else at Epcot. To be honest, don't remember doing much. Is this 5 or 6? Okay, put it on the wrong side. We're gonna roll up a flower so we can at least see one, see what it looks like. 3 donuts now, they're multiplying. What is happening? Oh no, somebody help Winsome with her donut problem, you guys. Please, I feel bad for her. She's such a sweet lady. She's such a sweet girl. She doesn't deserve donut problems. I'm just going to roll it up. I'm trying not to put the yarn in my mouth because it just doesn't look nice. But it's so much easier to just stick that little tail in my mouth so that I don't have to pull it weird. All right, there we go. Do this. Get it out of my way. Doing the food and wine. Oh no, you must have so bad. Yeah, they set up all these kiosks with different foods and beverages from different countries. Yes, yes. I remember seeing them, but I never went over there for some reason on that side. Yeah, Soarin' is Epcot. It's always packed. Yeah, it was. And my principal was like, "You gotta go on this ride," because he knew about things, and he was like convinced me and like a group of us to go with him and another 2 teachers and couple students, like 6 students, go on that ride with them. And so we stood in that line forever. I mean, I know they know that way because it had the games in the line. Like they know people are going to be in there a while. They wouldn't have designed all those little interactive screens if, you know. All these kiosks, yeah. Messed it up so bad. Oh, guess no sprinkles for you. Aw. Blessings. Rip the donuts. R.I.P. donuts. Okay, there we go. See, we have almost a flower. And then I'll attach the stems to them probably this afternoon because I want to go ahead and get them done so that they're ready to go be delivered. Hope my aunt enjoyed them. I hope they bring her some smiles because I know she's going through a lot. Well, even though she's not the one with cancer, her partner is, and so she's also going through a lot. So hopefully it'll bring them some cheer. Like I said, maybe I can try to make a mousse for my uncle. I think that would be really sweet. And I don't know what else I could make like that he would really enjoy and appreciate, because the 2 things that my uncle is really into are Elvis and like moose, and he would appreciate a bear too, but it wouldn't be the same. Like a moose would be something he would really can appreciate. And I'm just nervous about doing the horns because most of the moose patterns that I've seen have like a 3, well 6 I guess pieces, but 3 on each side horn piece, and so it looks like you need to join those 3 pieces together and then start, and I'm nervous about that, creating 3 different pieces. So yeah, it'd be possible to tell you make your way around to the veggies, right? I bet, especially me because I don't really drink. I will socially, and on the I don't really drink, so it'll affect me, that's for sure. Used to drink more when I was younger, but kind of got out of that, which is good. All right, here we go. Whoops. Ta-da! So, and I'll attach a stem to it later, but we have a flower. We should make an accessory. It's a little big, but all right, there's 1. That's 2. That's 3. So we need to make another. I only have this much yarn left. Like I'm tempted to just make them until I run out and give her as many as that is. It could be only 1 more, but it could be 2 more. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Winsome. There we go. All right. I need a stitch marker done. No, what am I doing? I'm doing a magic ring, and I don't need to do a magic ring at all in this pattern. I'm just so used to starting with one. Get something to drink. Yesterday, my package came from Michael. So excited. And then I opened it, and it only had 2 containers out of like 8 that I had ordered, and I was like, oh, okay. Apparently there were 2 packages, and they didn't tell me that, and for some reason one was mailed by the USPS and one was mailed by USPS. So now I have another one coming either today or tomorrow. I don't know because I can't track it for some reason. So hopefully it comes today or tomorrow. I'd rather it come today. We'll see. Because I want to make, he's gone, so I can say this now, but I want to make Larry and my dad a chapter holder red and white because I found out that Larry likes red and my dad really likes red. And so I thought, oh, perfect. I can use those red beads for Larry and my dad. And then it turned out they didn't show up yesterday, so I wasn't able to make the red one for Larry. So I had to give him a blue one, which is okay. It's still male appropriate and everything, but it's just not what I wanted to do. I wanted to make him his favorite color. But so they're coming, and then I'll be able to make the red one. I made a green one for my mom, and then I'm gonna make a red one for my dad. Their birthdays in April, so I'm just gonna go ahead and make their little gifty gifts. And I'll probably make them a little rabbit too, a little peep, because I made them one last year in yellow, so I think I'm gonna make them one in a different color to add to their little rabbit collection. And that'll be part of their little birthday gifts. Mom the other day, literally, I asked my dad for a ride to town, and he was like, my mom said, you need to make me something for this. And I was like, why am I making you something for a trip that you didn't take me on? What? I was like, huh? How does that work? She's crazy. Moms, right? I also want to take down all this Valentine stuff this weekend, but I don't know if I'm going to have the chance because we have a guest coming over Saturday and Sunday, I think. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to have time to take it all down and put new stuff back up or not. But I'm going to try at least get all this taken down. And then hopefully soon we will have lots of pastel things and bunny rabbits and Easter eggs. And I can wear my rabbit ears that I bought because I bought 2 pairs because they were $1. I have a blue set and I have a pink set because I bought the blue set and then I found I had pink ones and I was like, ooh, I need those. So I got the pink ones now. They're very cute. In fact, I'll show you. They're made of tinsel, but they're very cute. I'm not a big fan of tinsel, but for some reason these I like. These aren't the pink ones, but they'll work. Yeah. Aren't they cute? Look at the bunny ears. Look at that. I like the iridescent, but I have a pink set too, so I'm excited. And they match my blue sweater that I have. And I'm just so cute. They're from Walmart, in case anybody wants to know. They're $1 and they're from Walmart. And they're real cute. I'm hippity hopping around here real soon with those on. Don't you worry about it. Hey, might actually be a good tactic, you guys. Thinking about it earlier, and I was like, you know, if people are like scrolling through lives, they might actually, if they like see somebody wearing bunny ears, they might be like, huh, what's this person in bunny ears doing? 1, 2, let me chain this really quick and I'll catch up with you guys. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think I pulled out one. Let me see. I don't like to do that because if one pulled out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Actually, it doesn't matter. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Did not pull out. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 44, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, this is 6 then. Right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Oh, I was going to ask MJ something. I just thought about it. I was busy and I can't remember what it was. I was going to say, is MJ still here? What was I thinking about? Oh, I know. Have you watched any, you probably haven't because I know you and you've probably been busy playing your game and stuff, but have you watched any Love Up yet? Because I started watching it again and it started finally getting like pretty good, like season 2. And now I'm like, I think I might watch that when I get off of here. Either that or I might watch the Gabby Petito thing. I haven't decided if I want to watch it. I think I want to watch it. I don't know. Pretty sure I'm going to watch it. I almost started it, but I was doing other things. Skip 5, make 1 double crochet in the 6. Skip 2, and then in the next. Okay, so this one. Okay, my pattern did watch what? Oh, you're good. You're good. Love After Lockup. The inmate Love After Lockup. What is it? Where they meet the inmate, fall in love with each other, and then get out of jail, and then live with each other. Some of them live with each other. Some of them don't. Most of them do, though. But season 2 is where it's good for me. You want to watch the Gabby thing? Yeah. I figured you hadn't yet. I figured you'd probably been a little busy doing other things. But like I said, season 2 is where, for me, I was like, oh, I'm intrigued. And now I'm ready to watch the next episode. And then Matt came in, and then he was even like, okay, you can watch the next one. And I was like, yes. Because he was even like sort of listening to it. Bless, so many people on that show I think have passed away since it happened, though. I don't know. I don't want to read too much into it until it's over, but I think at least 1 or 2 or 3. Yeah. Bless their hearts. 2, 3. It's been good, Winsome. It's been good. I got up early and talked to some people, some friends, and I got some coffee, and I haven't really talked too much since then. I've been going and doing stuff ever since. Now I'm finally sitting to do this, of course, which is good. Sometimes I stand way too much. All right, but then other times I do the opposite. So I don't know. But good. I hope yours has been good. Yeah, I was into it too when it was going on. I don't know. It's so sad and so awful. That poor girl. Like I saw a little clip this morning from it, and it was part of the from the Gabby Petito thing, and it was a little clip of them when they got pulled over, and it was her talking to the cop, and she was crying, and she was so sad, you know, and blaming herself for their like arguments and things, not little arguments, but arguments, and it was so sad to see her like blaming herself and so upset and everything, you know, just oh, hate that. I feel so bad for her and her family. Oh, hey, boop. Boop, boop, boop. That was interesting. I bet it was. It was one song. Jeez. So far, it's been interesting with that donut, hasn't it? I got booped. Oh no. In case you don't know, boop. That's a boop. That's a boop. Boops can happen anywhere, anytime. You have to watch out for boops. I can boop you. I won't boop you. I'll leave you unbooped for now. One, two. Got one more rosy to make, and then I just need to sew them together. Oh, he's not in here. I don't know where my child has been this whole time. Maybe he was asleep in the laundry room because he just appeared out of nowhere in there. Where has my baby boy been? Interesting. Hey, what are you doing? Ah, no barking. What are you doing? Oh, hey, sweetie. Hey, sweetheart. Hold on. I'll give you love. I'll give you love. Give me love. Yes. Oh. You say hi? No, to them. No, they're right there. You think something else is here. No, I'm in the camera. I'm in the camera. Look at him grabbing my arm. He grabbing my arm. He is in pain, but your soul. Aww. Body is in pain, but your soul is in peace. The donut is disturbing your peace. I bet it is. It would be disturbing mine. Oh, Arthur found a ladybug on the floor. Is that a ladybug? It's a ladybug. It's okay. No. Don't eat it. It stinks, huh? You didn't even finish your puzzle, did you? Doesn't really look like you finished it. But maybe you did. He's so sweet. He did. He comes over and he'll like my arm and pull it towards his belly so that you'll pet him. He's checking out his stuff over there, making sure he doesn't have any extra treats laying around. You heard me say the word. I said the D word. Whoops. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I think I have enough to make maybe one more rose after this. I'm not going to keep this little tiny bit of yarn. And it doesn't match any yarn that I currently own. I'm pretty sure I have a yarn card for it, but I don't even know what brand it is. I think it's Loops and Threads soft acrylic, but in the shade Butter, but I'm not 100% sure. So it's really just no need for me to keep it. I've used it on a couple things. I reorganized my yarn this weekend and put some into plastic containers, the new stuff that I bought, until I can get my shelf. I still have a little bit of overflow, but or I have one shelf. I need another shelf. I just hope I'm afraid as soon as I get the new shelf, it's going to be full, which is not what I want. I'd like to have a little room in it to put a little new stuff in, but we'll see. I don't need any new stuff. But just in case needed like a specific color for like a project, then I would have space to put it. So, yes, it was nice. I need to like maybe one day you guys in there and see you guys on my kitchen table, and we'll just like go through the yarn and go through it. The only thing is, I'm afraid there might be like random yarn balls stuck in the bin, and you'll be like, "What the heck?" Because I think there are like two like with some bags that behind them of like projects or something. I don't know. But that might be fun one day. Or we could put together the shelf, or I don't know. I've got to get this. I need to get this chair out of our dining room before I can get a new shelf, and then I need to make the final decision. Do I want my craft room downstairs or upstairs? Because I'm still not sure. I know I've been saying that forever. Can't decide. The thing is, the reason I don't kind of want to do it is mainly because I don't usually go upstairs. Normally, when I work on a project, like during the day or at night, especially at night, I'm down here on the couch with my husband. And I don't want to have to like run upstairs and get stuff all the time to work things. But also, I don't want I don't know, I don't want to take up half the dining room with the yarn shelf either. I don't know. I got to figure it out. If I move upstairs, I'd probably move those stairs, and then the dining room's gonna be empty almost. I mean, I have a table, but I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just can't decide. It would be nice, but because I could imagine like putting one yarn shelf here, one here, and the desk in the middle. Or put everything in like a corner. Or I don't know. I just don't know. I can't decide what to do. Like I said, it just feels so out of the way for everything to be up there. But it's really not. I know that sounds silly. It's just upstairs, but I don't know. I just don't want to do it and then regret it because that's a lot of things to move up there. Wish we had another bedroom downstairs, but no, they're both upstairs. Other two bedrooms. Ours is downstairs, but the other bedrooms are upstairs. Get a little travel caddy to bring downstairs. You're right. I need a old person lift for this this cart right here. I need a little lift for it. So that I don't have to carry it up and down the stairs. Because that thing's a little bit big to carry. Because I have a rolling cart, but I feel like that might be a little too bring up and downstairs every time. Because I might trip and fall and die because I can't see the ground when I'm walking. So, I don't know. But a smaller one, yes, definitely. I would have to have something like that so I could bring things downstairs to work on them. But then I don't know, would I work on things up there during the day? Because if I wouldn't, it would just be a waste. I mean, I guess I could bring like the little television up there. But then I'm not going to have it hooked up to the Netflix and everything. I mean, I still have my iPad I could watch things on while I'm up there working. But I prefer to have the TV, my phone, and my iPad so I can do like 3 things at once, including read a pattern. I don't know. I just can't decide what to do. The other thing is, currently the room does have our Christmas decorations in it, but that's not really a problem. I could just move into the room next door. It's not really a huge thing because neither bedroom is occupied. I would take the yellow room. There's a yellow bedroom and a blue bedroom. I would want the yellow one because that would most like go with my pink stuff the best, because most of my stuff's probably going to end up being pink. And if I could paint the walls, I'd paint them pink, but I'd have to ask. I don't want to paint them. I'd have to pay somebody, so that's not going to happen. Not right now. So there's no way I'd paint that room. It's too big, and I don't like painting the wall, so definitely not going to be painting it. But I think that hot pink stuff would go fine in like the room that's like basically a little lighter than this yellow. I mean, yellow and pink aren't terrible together, right? See, yellow, pink. Yellow, pink. But I don't know. Just can't decide what to do. I'll talk to my husband about it again, but I just really don't know what to do. Trying to envision what it would look like to have the 2 shelves down here. And if it looks okay, then that'd be fine. But if it looks too weird, then I don't want to do it. I don't want to make the rest look strange. 2, 3. Could put them back there almost, but the fish tank's back to 4, 5. I don't know. Gotta figure it all out. But I'm thankful that, I mean, I'm blessed to even have the option to do that, because a lot of people don't even have the option to have a yarn like room or whatever. But like I said, I just don't know if I want to move stuff to a place that I never go. I mean, I go up there, but it's literally to get decorations and get them, and then I come back. Like, it's to the point where, like, we really don't run the heat in up there because we're never up there. There's no point. So, I don't know. We would, obviously, if I moved my stuff up there, but can't be 100 degrees in there. It gets too hot in North Carolina in the summertime, not having no air conditioning, boy. It sure does. I've been there, done that. That's no fun. I have definitely lived without AC, and that is not a fun thing in North Carolina summertime. It is awful. And no heat in the winter too. Well, not no heat. We had gas logs, but we didn't have central heat, so that sucked. For a little while, not for a long time. For a little while, well, sort of a long time. Yeah. 3, 4, 5, and also one day the other thing I would probably love to do. Well, see, it all depends on where I live in the future, because I know I won't be in this house forever because it is a rental, and I'm not going to. More than likely will not inherit this house, which is fine. I knew that when I moved. But I'll probably have to move, and then I'm not sure which house I'm going to move into, and it all depends which house I move into, what's going to happen. But I may either end up with a yarn room that's my old grandma's sewing room. That may be my yarn room, or it may be another bedroom situation. So I don't know. It depends on where we end up at. Or maybe I'll get a she shed one day and I'll just make that thing. But I don't know yet. I don't know about that though, because then I'd have to heat and cool it, and that would be quite expensive. I don't know. Let's see. It's another thing to heat and cool, you know. She shed. Yes. Wait, what do we call yours, MJ? What is it called? Frank, what is it called? Is it the nail mansion? Is it called? No, that's not right. It's something else, isn't it? But it is like a mansion. Hers is so nice. That's like a dream. Because it's like 2 stories, and the windows and everything. It's beautiful. It is a literal dream come true. Your husband did an amazing job on it. It's incredible. You hear that, honey? Her husband built her a she shed. I'm just teasing. That's not my thing. He's not a carpenter. 5. He could build one. I don't know how stable it would be, but he could do it. You know, I believe in him. 7. We changed to Craft Mansion. Craft Mansion. There we go. Craft Mansion. Yes. Because you do more than nails there. So I don't know why I thought it was a nail mansion. How silly of me. Yes, how silly of me. Arthur, I might even start taking down the Valentine's Day stuff this afternoon. I don't know. We'll see if I finish these and finish wrapping them, because hot glue in the stems takes a minute. It's just annoying because you have to wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap over and over. But could maybe do it, but I'd have to figure out the camera angle ahead of time probably. That little boy just wants to get into trouble. He's up to everything. But we're going to go for a really nice, I can't say the word now, but a really nice outside excursion later, because it's going to be so nice outside. And I think I might even get to sit in my rocking chair for the first time on my front porch and crochet today, because the weather's supposed to be so nice. and he can hang out in the sunshine with me. So hopefully he'll have a good time. He's playing with his puzzle right now. It's being a little loud. 4, 5. I wonder how loud my bracelet's going to be when I put extra bears on it. I hope it's not too loud. I don't like loud. Bracelets aren't like my favorite thing. Sometimes they annoy me a lot, but I'm really trying because I like these gummy bears. So hopefully it's not too loud because it's making a noise already. So I don't know if I add more, it's probably gonna make more noise. Oh, I don't think I have to make one more. I think just this one is gonna be all we can do. Okay, we should be able to finish this one hopefully. That will be just fine. Then we'll go back to our little micro crochet for a little bit after this, because I feel we will have time. 1, 2, 3. Bye, baby. 4, 5, 6. True. 7. I just thought of something. 8. I just realized I have the golf cart from my boss, so I don't have to walk later to my parents. I can ride that. It's such a pretty yellow, isn't it though? It's called Butter. It's called Butter. It's soft classic loops and threads from Michaels, the acrylic that they have, loops and threads. And it's called Butter. It's a little brighter than Butter, but I mean, it's pretty accurate. 4. I had asked my aunt if she wanted a bright yellow or more of a pale yellow, if I had an option, and she said she wanted a slightly more pale yellow, and this was as pale as I had. I'll have to show her the other one to be like, listen, I know it's not that pale, but it's not the bright yellow. That one's different. 6, 7, and 8. This pattern is so, I basically have it almost memorized, but not quite. I usually have it memorized, but then I forget as I learn other patterns, and then I remember. But once you get started, it's easy. And very forgiving as well. If you mess up or add too many or forget one, it's not really a big deal. And mine has a yellow room as well, so I know, I'm pretty sure these are going to go in her little yellow room that she's got in their mountain house. Oh, come on. I hope we have enough to finish this flower. How much do we have left? We have this much left. We're playing yarn chicken, boys and girls. All right, let's see. We have this much left and this much left here. So I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. I'm getting doubtful. Did I just get a text? I think I did. 3, 4. Oh, not. Yeah, I don't think we make it. But we're going to go anyway. 5, 6. Let's do 6 in there instead of 8 and try to make it last a little longer and see if that'll help. But I don't think it's going to work. I think we're going to run out of yarn, but that's okay because we still have the correct amount of flowers, and this was going to be an extra. So I know I don't like yarn chicken. Yellow room, yes. Her walls are yellow, like mine upstairs too are yellow, but hers are like a textured wall. So that's her little yellow room. And then ironic, that's really fun actually. I just realized she has a blue room for Elvis, and they have her room, which is yellow. I'm realizing I have a yellow room upstairs and a blue room upstairs too. You can't even tell, barely, that my eyes are pink. They're like bright pink, and you cannot tell. That light is so washy-washy outy. Well, that's good, because that means if I put the little pink heart on my cheek, you wouldn't see that either. I don't know. I don't think it's the color of the light. 5. Let's do 6. Break this hack. Don't even, but you doubting it will work. Oh no. Yeah. Unfortunately, It doesn't seem to be going well for you, does it? Let's see. I'm afraid this is about to go poorly for me. I don't think I'm going to have a whole flower, and then I don't know what I'm going to do with this random half of flower that I've created. It might be something. Well, good. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with me today. I'll be honest, I was a little sad earlier because I realized that that the anniversary of my childhood best friend's passing was coming up, and in March, and I was like sad about it. And so I appreciate you guys for coming on and chatting with me today. It helped distract me and feel a little better, and all that good stuff. Because I tried not to remember the exact date, but I do know that it's early, one of the first days of March. So, let's see, 3, 4, 5. I'm almost out of yarn. 6. Increase, not increase, just a single. I said increase. Yeah. Oh boy. We have 3 spaces left, and we have this much yarn. It's so close. I mean, I did cheat a little bit by only doing 6 stitches in each space instead of 8, but man, it's close. I may have to keep this one for myself. 3, 4, 5. If it doesn't do the last one, I might can still save it. 6. We're so close. 2 spaces left. Bok bok. Bok bok. It's like, oh, all right. Let's see. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now I think I can just not do the last one, right? Would that be okay? Let's see. Let me see if I can roll it up and make it seemingly look okay without doing that last loop. Yeah, I totally can do that, because yeah, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. It may not be 100% the same size as the other one, so I won't include it in the bunch because it'll be the right size. Sorry, I hit the mic, I think. But it's still a flower, so hey, not bad. Okay, I'll go with that. I'll deal with this. That'll work. The only thing to do was fill in this last little loop right here, but it's going to be back here, so nobody's going to see. So we did it. We cheated, but we did it. It's okay to cheat a little bit in crochet, I feel, because we've all done it. We've all snuck an increment somewhere or decreased somewhere, or you know what I'm saying. We've all done that, right? None of us are perfect. Right. Might as well go ahead and try to sew it while it's... Wait, that's going to pull funny. I'll have to be careful about that. Other than that, I think I'll be all right. Let's see. Let's see if it's actually going to work. Oops. Do that. There we go. Okay. Lay it that way. Go in through here. Through there. Guilty as charged. I knew it. We all done it. There's no denying. If you've crocheted long enough, I feel confident. I'm having a hard time getting them through all the loops, but other than that, it's going well. I don't know. I'll look at it and make sure it looks okay compared to the other ones. And if it looks the same, then, but if it looks a little off, then I'll just keep it for myself so that I don't give her a faulty flower. No faulty flowers, please. I gotta think of flowers I want to grow. I need to go find my seeds and see what I got before I new seeds for this year. Because we have a big garden. And I grow zinnias and cosmos, and my husband grows some peppers, and my dad grows sunflowers. Grandpa grows tomatoes and cucumbers and peppers and watermelon squash and other things, cantaloupe and other things, and peas and probably some other stuff. And yeah, Grandpa is nice enough to let me share his garden and have some rows in there, and he likes to see the pretty flowers, and Grandma likes to receive the pretty flowers, so it all works out. Did you tell MJ that if y'all meet, the world might explode? Ah, no, I did not tell her that yet. He said that the other night after I sent you a message about how you sent me that message, and the way you said it was just so how I am and how I think and how I type and everything. And I told you it was much like me or whatever, and that Max said that if we meet, the world might explode because we're two alike. There's two of us. Because he said, "Oh no, there's two of you." Because I just read it to him. I was like, "This does not sound like me or what." It's going to be a cataclysmic reaction if we meet, apparently. All right, we'll compare it to the other one if we can find another one. Do we have another one around here? Yeah, we do have one. Okay, well, let's look at it. There's the hair on that one. Okay. Arthur, that's your hair. It's not quite as full looking as the other one, but it's not terrible. But I still think I'll probably won't include it just because it's a little bit off. But you don't think it's how it's bad how there's two of us? I guess he just like from a timeline perspective kind of thing, that like if two of the same people were to meet each other, like if met my alternate self, that it would just, you know. I guess that's what I'm saying. Why did I put that needle up? I need that. I don't want to do this right now. I'll do this later. I'm going to micro crochet is what I'm going to do. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4 flowers for my auntie. Still working on the cow, by the way, you guys. I just didn't want to do it today for some reason. I just wasn't in the mood. But I am still working on the cow. We will get back to that very soon. But for now, aww, are you still in pain, Winsome? Are you still hurting? I know the other day you were in some pain and discomfort while you were trying to crochet. Oops. I hope it's better for you. Sometimes I get like kind of messed up going back and forth between the two different types of crochet. I feel like it is hard on my hands because they affect my hands differently. I feel the small hook and the big, so it's just odd. Ooh, Miss Ashley is live. Miss Ashley. Thought I heard a text though. Oh yeah, that's right. Your back is hurting. Your back and arms meet. Oh, I wonder, were you like holding your arms up maybe a little bit? Because I can definitely see that area. Dang, I'm sorry. I hope it feels better soon. Do you have like a heating pad or anything on it? Or if you don't, maybe just like a nice hot shower and stand there and water hit that area. Might help it a little bit to feel a little better if it's like sore or pain or anything. I get really bad. I almost got one yesterday, which is odd because I hadn't gotten in recently, but for some reason I've been cramping more. I don't know if I haven't been drinking as much water. Arthur is pushing me around if you're wondering what's happening. He's under the pillow. You good? Okay. But I get shoulder cramps like right in here really bad. and that sucks. So I'm sure, like back there where you're talking about, like no pad, but you will try the shower. Yeah, I would definitely try to like just stand there as long as you can, you know, and let the hot water kind of hit your muscles. See if that'll help you. As long as the hot water will allow. Always hated running out of hot water. Oh my gosh, I've never had that problem at this house, so the hot water tank was pretty good. But at my parents' house, on occasion, if I took a super long shower or if somebody else had just taken one, I'd run out of hot water, and I hated that because I take steaming hot showers, like it's ridiculous. So sometimes I get out and I'm like, oh, I probably should not have done that so hot. I have red spots, but I just like a nice hot shower. You were thinking of washing your hair today anyway, so it would be win-win. Yes, there you go. Right? Get a little extra time under there while you're getting your hair washed too, right? Just don't wear your arms out too much doing that. I gotta do the same thing. It's hair wash for me too. I was gonna do it yesterday, and then I was like, it's like, yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. So today it is. Oops. Okay. Love these colors. What time is it? We got like 10, 15 minutes left. It'll go by fast doing this stuff. Hot showers. You also turn red, but still listening to that for a bit. Yeah, sweet. I know. Mac's like, how do you do that? He's like, it's a sauna in there. Like, you know, I'm like, I can't help it. I just love it. And I'll turn the heater on before I take a shower to warm up the bathroom so that I'm not freezing to death in the shower. Because otherwise, like in the wintertime, I would never be able to shave my legs because I would constantly have chill bumps, and unless I stayed in the shower for an hour, and then I'd just have chill bumps, and I could just never shave my legs. I have to get in the shower and like warm up and wait for the chill bumps to go away before I can shave. Oh wait, hot water even turn me on. You're very into cold water there. Ooh. See, my husband likes, I think my husband's a little bit of a cold shower sometimes because I think he used to take cold showers when he was like working really early in the morning to like wake himself up. He also used to say he would waterboard himself with a bath cloth, which I don't really understand, but I guess he like laid it over his face or something. I don't know. And it would wake him up. But I don't know. I think he can do both. And I've almost taken one cold shower before. I think I changed my mind because I was like so hot, and then I was like, I can't. I think I still take like pretty hot showers in the summer, so yeah, can't help it. Love me a good hot shower. Oh, hi, Loopy Knots. How are you? How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We were just making little roses. Working on these little micro crocheted chapstick holders and lighter covers with little beads on them. That's what we're doing today. Kind of wrapping that up. And then I'm going to go put stems on the flower probably after lunch after I finish sewing them all together. And then I'll have them ready to drop off either this afternoon or tomorrow. Today is Tuesday, yeah, okay. And tomorrow, so probably not tomorrow. Doing well. Finishing up the tummy of a top knit sweater. Ooh, that sounds nice. I've seen some beautiful ones before. I would love to eventually get there one day with knitting. For now, I'm a square rectangle scarf and beanie kind of person, but one day, you know, one day when my interest fades a little bit again with the beaded crochet, I'll pick up my knitting needles again and get into it. That would be fun. Let's see. Let's get something else to drink. Maybe coffee. All right, let's get this. Oh, it is just a shadow. I think I accidentally hit that stitch counter earlier, so it's on 7, but I'm actually on 6. I actually don't count rows for the chapstick holder or the lighter. I should count them for the lighter. I'm going to count them for the lighter because I will just count them on the thing because I want to make it longer next time, like I said. So I need to add however many more beads. I'll have to do the math to figure out how many more. I didn't count them. I just spun them and then decided that it needed to be at least twice as long as a chapstick holder. And so a chapstick holder is like maybe from here to like one hand length out. So then I did double that. I've done just a little bit more than that because I also have tight tension and stuff. So that affects it a little bit. In fact, I did this so tight the other day that I had to restart it because it was throwing the design off because my tension was so tight. I was pulling a row of beads over just a little bit. The Beauty Brick is beautiful. That's one I would like to try as well. I will tell you, Loopy Knots, there is a lady on YouTube, and her name is Gracie Simpson. I'll say it in case you didn't hear me. Gracie Simpson, just like the show Simpsons. And you can find her here on YouTube. And if you type in her name as well as crochet or beaded crochet, you'll definitely find her. And she has an Etsy that has a kit for a beaded chapstick holder like these. She doesn't have this kit, this particular pattern, but as far as I know yet, but she does have like a flame and a wave design. And you get the kit and you can get the beads and the needles and the hook and the little trays to put them in. She's got different options. So you can either select just the beads and the needle or just the beads, the hook and the trays, or however you want to do it. And I find that's a great way to start because the kit itself, the basic level kit, is $13, and you're not going to find 5 colors of beads for $13. So the kit is a good value. And she provides you with more than enough beads to make it, more than enough string to make it, and then whatever else you get in the pack, as well as the pattern and everything. It's tricky to get started because it is so tiny. Once you get it started, you're good. Then you're just single crocheting and sliding a bead down as you go. But getting started is the tricky part for sure. Making that little tiny chain and connecting it together and going back on it the first time, that is the tricky part. And I'll be honest, I also changed her pattern a little bit with the chapstick holder because she has a little loop in hers so that you can hang it on stuff. But I took that off because I didn't want mine to be a keychain because I also had a lot of trouble trying to make it way. So I skipped that little portion of the pattern. But she is friendly, will answer absolutely any questions that you have on Etsy, and is very, very sweet. So I highly recommend her for beadwork stuff. There's another creator on YouTube that does it as well, who makes a lot of videos about it, but I cannot pronounce her name. It starts with a D, but I cannot pronounce it. You make your own stitch markers. You sure you have enough seed to make a purse, right? You have to check out her videos. Yes, there you go. Well, listen, I'll tell you, to make a basic thing like a chapstick holder, or like this is my pattern. Okay, so the lighter cover that I made, I literally just chained like, I can't remember the exact number. I'd have to look. It's on my phone, but I can't look. So let's say it was like 43. So I chained like 43. And then you can either go around a couple times if you want a little fabric at the top, or you can go straight in with the beads the next round. and then add a bead in each stitch. And you can see videos about how to just slide the beads down and add it into your stitch. You have to string them up ahead of time, and then you're pretty much set, as long as you can get that accomplished and just keep going around and around and around. So yeah, that's right, MJ made some. I don't think I ever got to see them when you actually made them. I think I just saw like all the materials you had. I don't know if I ever saw the markers made. I can't remember. I want to make some one day. I considered making some of these, the little, they're backwards. The gummy bear, oh, that one's backwards. Anyway, the little gummy bears, I haven't done it yet. They may be a little too big to make them. But they have some cute little charms in the Walmart jewelry making section. So I might have to look at those and see if I find any cute ones that are small enough to make some stitch markers out cute. Because I do really like my, where are they? My little mushroom ones that I have. I have lost one of them. I need to find it. I'm sad. Well, it's not a yellow one. That was hard to see. My little mushrooms, hard to see too, but they're little mushrooms with little white spots, and they're see-through, and they have, I think they glow in the dark, but they have the little like open close like earring back thing on them, which I had to get used to, this little closure on them, but now I like it. It was just what I was used to. I wanted to make your own stitch marker for the longest time. Ooh, yes. No, I don't think you have shown me. I have to see. Because I remember seeing the charms when you got them, but I don't think I ever saw the things you made with them. Don't think I did. Oh, it's almost 1, you guys. We're going to go here in just a few minutes. Then you guys can return to your daily activities. And I will return to mine, which include cleaning, crocheting more later, walking the dog. What else we need to do? RFE, we need to do the dishes. We should, which I said Saturday, should fold our laundry. Will we? I don't know. Should. And we should also just tidy up a little bit because we have guests coming over this weekend. Do the 1 room a day policy. But the problem with that is I used to do that, clean like at least 1 room every day would get cleaned. But I don't know. I don't do that exact rule as much. I probably should though. But the only thing about it is then the other rooms, like in the meantime, kind of get messy. You have to keep up with those as well. You can't just do the 1 room, you know. So, but 1 main room, like a bathroom or a bedroom or the living room or something, you clean every day and then add your regular stuff on top of it. I just need to do that again. No, you gave up on the spring. Nice. Like jump rings for knitting or large lobster clips. Yes, I need to figure out how to use the knitting stitch markers that I got. I got them, admittedly, I don't do think this normally, but I did admittedly buy them because they were cute and because I thought that I would need them at some point in knitting. So I bought these flower, like complete circle stitch markers, and I don't know how to use them yet. So, oh, okay, Winsome, check it out. I'll check it out when I get off here. I have Discord app on my iPad, but I can't remember my password and stuff, so I can't log into it, so I have to just do it on my phone. But I will look at it. I know you've struggled, bless your heart. Struggled for it. Bless the donut man. Bless you, really. But I would show you this up close, guys, but I don't want to show you because it might be a surprise for a person one day. They just go around the needle like a toss string game. Oh, okay. I think I get that, but then I wonder, like, how do you get them off? I guess they would come off when you go back around. Oh. Okay. That makes sense, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. Because I was thinking, how would you get it back off? But it's not a stitch, it's on the needle, right? So it just would come off and you would get to that spot again, I would assume. Once you return to the stitch, you can remove yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, thank you. That makes sense. I don't feel as bad about buying them, even though they were only like $2.49 or something. But like I said, I got them because I thought at some point I would need them. and because I was trying knitting, and they were flowers too, so I thought they were cute. But yeah, that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Because I wasn't sure. I guess I was thinking they went on the fabric somehow, and then I was like, well, how on earth would get them off? And I think I've actually seen somebody do that where they accidentally got it onto the fabric somehow, and then they realized it a couple rows later, and I think they posted a picture on Facebook like, how do I get this out or something. I don't know that they could unless they went back and frogged it. I realized something the other day, and I can't remember. I wish I could remember who said this to give them credit. Gosh, got to get better about that. But it was somebody talking about crochet and knitting, and they said that one of the main differences is on YouTube that crochet tutorials are often they explain things better. They go through the whole process quite often. They tell you step-by-step things, etc. But knitting patterns online and tutorials are different. They don't do that. And I have noticed just in the short time that I think they're right. Because all the knitting tutorials that I have watched thus far, except for maybe one, are kind of like, hey, here's how you do this. Here's how you do this. Now you go do it. And we'll meet back at this point, or, something like that. And so I feel like they're right. I feel like people do knitting tutorials and crochet tutorials a lot differently. But I also understand there is a lot of repetitiveness within knitting. So I don't know. That's understandable since that's how crochet markers work. Yes. Right? Crazy. Yeah, but that's how those work, so it makes sense. I would think that, but nope. Huh. But yeah, that's something I noticed and realized was very true, that crocheting and knitting tutorials have very different attitudes towards the whole thing. Unfortunately, apparently, people are rude in the crochet community. Did you know this? I didn't know this. I haven't personally experienced a rude person in the crochet community yet, except for once, and that was on Facebook, and that was over a post that I had made about my finger and my tension. Oh gosh, I don't even want to show you my finger. You guys are going to be like, stop. Look at my finger. It's just because it's tiny thread, okay? But my tension is quite tight, as you can. And so I was asking of ways to help with that. And basically what I said was, would a tension ring be helpful? Has anyone here used a tension ring? Would it be helpful for me? And this lady was not happy with my question. And was like, you just need to stop holding it like that. Da, 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 da. And so that's the only rudeness I've ever experienced. But I've heard from other people that they've had people come in their tutorials and be like, you're doing this wrong and that's wrong and I don't understand this. And I'm like, oh gosh, no. I'm like, are you serious? But I did hear that from a content creator who does crochet. But they also do other content. So I don't know if that has an effect on it or not. It could be some people coming that watch her other content that's not crochet that she does, and maybe they're turning up their nose because it's crochet and not her other style of content. But hello, hi Lenia. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I don't want to say it wrong, but hello. I know I only meet two. I've only met really nice people through crochet community I have, so I was surprised, but I was shocked to hear her say that she had gotten those kinds of comments on her video. I was like, wow, really? And she's such a nice lady, and she seems to be I can't imagine why they would complain. So I'm just shocked. But now that I'm thinking about it, I wonder if they're coming from other content or something, and that's why. I don't know. Because like I said, she doesn't just do crochet. I don't want to say her name in case she doesn't want me to. I don't know. But yeah, most people are sweet. I also need to ask. I'm gonna ask on Facebook, I think, what people would charge for something like this, or the lighter covers or the chapstick cover things, because I just have no idea. I give them a how much it costs, the material wise, and then maybe they can help me out, otherwise. I don't do whole per hour times this, da 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 da, because I'm too slow. I'm like, I can make one of these in a day, but I can't charge somebody for like 8 hours of work. I can't physically do that. Wouldn't sell anything because everything would be so expensive, right? So, um, I don't do that. I still sell things and I get my material costs. I get a little extra, and that's good. So I got to figure out what I would charge one of these. And it would be different like for friends or family or whatever, but like if it was just like a random person I did not know, like what would I charge for it? That's what I need to figure out. Because it's a small piece, which is what trips me up about it, but it's so detailed, you know. If it's a solid color one, then it won't be as much as like a design, but still, you know, I gotta figure that out. Once you get into the larger community, you'll run into all sorts, especially if you do customer services. Oh, I bet. I bet. I I've been looking around and trying to type in different towns and counties, trying to find like a local crochet meeting or something. I can't find anything. I swear there's got to be one somewhere, but I so far have not found any kind of cyber meeting thing. So I guess my only other option is to like find a yarn store and then find, I don't know, that, or I have to start my own, but I'm just about that. I really would like to have just one other person to start it with me, you know? Yeah, at the library, the coffee shop, wherever. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I just feel like I don't want to do it by myself because I'm such a like I can be such a shy person when I don't know people and when I'm new to you, and so I'm nervous about it. I don't know if I handle it all by myself, but I think if I had somebody else there with me, that I could totally do it. So I need to meet another crocheter that has the same thought that I do about starting a meeting. Unfortunately, the closest one I know of is like over an hour and a half away, and that's just just a little bit too far to make it work. So, thank you, MJ. I saw my iPad light up. I wasn't sure why, but I did see it light up. But yeah, I do kind of want to start one. Maybe, you know, in time I'll get brave enough to start my own without another person, or I'll find a person and we'll start one, you know? But I think it would be fun. I know of a couple shops in town that would probably be willing to help and like put flyers up and stuff. So hopefully I could find somebody like the lady who owns the shop in town is really nice, and the piercing shop in town is really nice, and stuff like that. So maybe I could talk to them and they could put little posts up and stuff. And they probably know the other little business owners around them. And I know the piercing lady knows the coffee shop people. So I'm from North Carolina. What can you do a community shout out to find someone via social media? I probably could. Actually, I probably could. I'll have to see what the rules are on like the a group that I'm in, but I bet I could. And I know I have done this once before where I've like done something like that, and then I got very overwhelmed by the amount of responses that I had. I think I had like 200 responses, and I was overwhelmed. And it was right before my wedding that I don't think I ended up like following through on a lot of them, or any of them really. Too many, because it was like right before my wedding, and then it happened, and there was so much other things going on, and so I should do that again because I did have luck. I just didn't really end up following through with them that much because I had much going on at the time. I can't remember if they were, I don't think they were all local. I think some were not local, but still, I think some were, because I am a member of quite a few different groups on Facebook. So I'm sure there's got to be a way to find somebody. I'm learning to be a better communicator, which it's helped me to have different people that I've met online, honestly, because I'm not the best communicator with my friends. Sometimes I can like cut people off when I'm feeling down, or stuff like that. I can get kind of closed off suddenly, and or find it hard to like respond sometimes, or get overwhelmed, or I don't know how to explain it exactly. I just have a hard time. And so I'm thankful that I've met all these new people online. It's kind of helped me stay a little bit more responsive to people, you know, needing and wanting to reply to people. and so it's helping me, which is good. So yeah, I'd be better at responding because I feel like I'm bad at like initiating conversations sometimes with friends, and then like I don't want to bother people, so I don't text them. Instagram's a little different because I don't worry as much because it's not a text. Doesn't go straight to your phone depending on how you have it set up, but or like straight to your page or whatever. But a text, I feel like I don't want to bother them, but I'm working on that. Your safety eyes are here. Yes, it was a great amount. Yay, I'm glad your eyes are there. Yes, I am. I feel like I'm a little bit of everything, to be honest. I'm a little extroverted sometimes, but probably more introverted. And then I'm quiet, but I'm talkative. You know, I'm a lot of I'm country, but I'm alternative. I'm uh I don't know. I'm all kinds of things. So I'm girly, but I also really like black and doing going fishing and being out in the dirt and the mud, and I like all kinds of things. So yeah, I'm a little bit of everything. It is. It is. I feel like I've gotten a little better, but I think now it's mostly like my anxiety that prevents me from like more extroverted probably. But I think I've gotten better as I've gotten older, but it's a slow process. Definitely a slow process. I think I was more extroverted when I was younger, and then I like went through some stuff and became a little more introverted, and then now I'm kind of like getting back into the swing of things again. So yeah, so many things. I've always felt like not a contradiction, but I guess because I've always been like, I like pink, but I like black. I like country music, but I like rock and roll. I like this, but I like that. You know what I mean? I like so many different things and opposite things from each other, and um, that sometimes I'm like, I don't know which way to navigate, but it's all me. I like it all, so it's all part of me. So it's fine to like weird different things. It's fine. It's just I don't know. You might ask me one day, I may have a different answer for a question than another day. It was extroverted. Yeah, I feel like that's kind of how I was. Okay, because I was the thing about me, I don't know though, because some kids in school would tell you that I was quiet, but they would only tell you that if it was like a kid that I didn't have class with that didn't really know me very well. And had class with me or knew me, you would know that I would talk to you if you were a friend or whatever. You would talk to me, and then I would eventually talk your ear off at some point if I was really your friend or whatever, and all that. But like other people would think I was really quiet if they didn't know me. I was really scared. I was going to get voted quietest because of that, but I didn't, thank God, because I was like, I'm not that quiet. Please don't vote. But I did not get voted. I got voted most unique instead, which I took as a compliment, even though some people don't, because it was a really preppy private school, and I felt good to be different than them. I felt good to be most unique because that's what I wanted to be. I wanted to be myself, which was good. I mean, I did have some people that would even tell me, like, hey, I like that you don't, you're not over there wearing Abercrombie and Finch that all the other girls wear or whatever. I don't think I ever owned a piece of clothing from Abercrombie and Finch. I owned like Aeropostale. Don't get me wrong, I didn't have things, you know what I mean? But I also didn't care that much. Like, I'm pretty sure if I had asked, my parents probably would have got me some of that stuff, but I didn't care that much. So I just wore what I liked, and at a point, I just kind of stopped caring about all that stuff. I cared when I was younger, and then as I got into high school, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna wear what I think is cool and what I like, and that's what looks good on me, whatever. You're such a Leo. You shine until you get to know me in a crowd, like being the center of attention. Yes, right? I know. See, that's the thing is I could be quiet, but I could remember like being in a group of people and like talking a little extra loud so they would hear or something. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like somehow trying to get attention in some manner or like being loud and like, ah, ha, 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 or I don't know, just somehow you like trying to get like another group's attention somehow, you know, I can remember me doing stuff like that too. So it is weird. I really did like a little bit of everything, probably. That's right. You do you. Boxes are bull. We should be able to enjoy life as long as it doesn't make the expense of others. Exactly. I totally agree. I wish I could remember the yearbook quote right now, but basically it was like, be yourself because there's no point in being anybody else, you know? Um, but yeah, I wish I could. I bet I find the picture on my iPad if I looked in a minute, but I have a picture of the yearbook page, but because I was showing somebody the other day. Yeah, like I said, I don't know. At a certain point, I was like, they're gonna like me or they're not, and it didn't really matter about the other stuff. I just wanted to be comfortable myself. I still snicker about the girl being like, "Oh my god, what are those boots you're wearing?" They were black combat boots, like military, not huge chunky ones, but just like the girl, like, you know, the ones alternative girls wear. And she was like, "Wow." So I was like, it just kind of made me laugh. I was like, they're my shoes. And actually they were popular back then, so I don't know what her big deal was. They weren't like unpopular anyway, but just they were different is what it was. It was her style. It wasn't the Sperry's and rainbows and collared shirts, and it wasn't that. So it was different. Weird. It was strange. That was also when, like, you know, black fingernails were like, oh my god, what are you doing with black fingernails? Are you a goth? Are you an emo? What are you? Like, no, just chill. Black nails, they're cool. I like them. Throw me in a box, as you're saying, you know. I just want to be me. I wasn't into brands growing up. I wore what I wanted. Yes, I wanted to wear a brown shirt and black pants. I did. Didn't care what match. Both stripes. Aw. The only person I learned how to be is me. Yep, that's right. Not into trends either. If I want to make Halloween nails in February, I will. That's right. Yup. There you go. Heck, don't decorate for Valentine's Day is because I just like the colors. I was like, it's another excuse to decorate if I like the colors. But yeah, that's good. I'm glad we're all in agreement that we should all be ourselves because everyone else is taken, as they say, anyway, right? There's such a problem with that nowadays with the internet and all the young people on the internet. I'm so glad it wasn't this way when I was growing up because God only knows what I would be like because I was already, you know, struggling with insecure things. So I can't imagine seeing all these beautiful people and things and filters and like what I would have felt like about myself. Oh my gosh. Blessings to young people nowadays. I really feel for them. Growing up with all this technology is kind of scary because we didn't have internet like I mean, we had internet, but it was like AOL. It was like, which was, you know, could have been dangerous in and of itself, but like, I don't know, it's just different. Just different. Totally different experience than it is nowadays. We had MySpace and stuff, but like, and Facebook a little bit towards the end of high school, but I don't remember really too many kids ever really being bullied or I think I got like one mean comment from a girl one time, but I don't think people really bullied each other on there back then when not at my school anyway. It wasn't a thing. Nowadays, geez, people just bully the crap out of each other for that stuff. AOL chat rooms. I know. I was watching. There's this show on HBO Max called SOSA or something, and they also have like YouTube videos. Sosa Undercover or something. And they do. It's like a Chris Hansen Predator type thing where they they dress up as younger women and talk to people in chat rooms and on FaceTime and however these people are willing to go and get them arrested and stuff. And it's just why they were talking about us and how like our generation was on those AOL chat rooms and how we were like, 14 female California, and how like how did we not get something bad happen to us? How did something bad not happen to us? It's amazing. Because I know I did it. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I totally went in the little chat room at like 12, was like 19, however old, I probably said 21 because that was one of my favorite numbers. Or I'm this old and I look like this and da 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 da. Thankfully, I probably never told my real age too much, so people probably didn't know I was, you know what I mean, to prey on. Didn't know I was young enough to prey on, but like, gosh, whew, we are so lucky. Nowadays, it's so different. If you have children and they have social media, especially if they're young, even young boys, but especially young females, you need to watch that stuff. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you have an app on your phone that lets you look at it. I don't care if you go through there. I don't care what you do, but somehow you need to be looking at that stuff randomly without notice, because they can be deleting stuff too. I know I tried to delete the history and that didn't work because I didn't clear the cookies, man. I didn't clear cookies. You're watching how I escaped my call. Oh, I think I saw that the other day when I was scrolling through stuff. Same themes where it's very upsetting. Yes. I did get a little upset watching that undercover show the other day because it's just so, I can't get into it, but just basically I'll say that the two women were there sitting there together, and one of them's on the bed playing the like 15-year-old girl, and then the other girl is sitting there on the floor holding her hand, like helping her through the phone call, just like moral support, being there for her. And it's so gross. And so, I mean, what they have to deal with as being those undercover, I just, no, I couldn't do it. Bless them for being able to deal with all that, and couldn't be me. It's terrible, but I like learning. I do too. I know. I find those things fascinating too. I do too. I was mind blown how different interactions have changed from female to female. Right? I bet people did treat you differently. They would think based on what they thought you were. Yeah. Even just the way people would probably approach you and say hello versus male versus male would be totally different, I feel, Even just the initial, like, but the way that show acts, it acts like basically if you're like a 13-year-old and you're on TikTok making these little dance videos, that there's a good might get a weird message from a weird guy. And I'm like, that's crazy. And now that I think about it, like I did get a couple weird messages when I started like Facebook. I remember there was a guy from Egypt that was like trying to message me and like said something about like meeting me, or I don't even know. He sent me like 3 or 4 messages or something. And I don't know. There was a couple like foreign people that had approached me like when I first started those profiles, I think. And I was quite young at the time. They don't do that anymore, obviously, but like I wonder now about those things because I'm pretty sure I told that guy how old I was, and he was like, because he's like, do you travel? And I was like, I'm like 15. And I don't think it deterred his talking to me at all. So that's not good. Some online games. Yes, I know. I remember my friend's son. He was like, I want Roblox. And she was like, no. And she was like, that has on 4 years old. And she was like, no. And he was like, I want Roblox. And she said, no, that has online like gaming. Like, no. And I'm so glad she told him like, no, and stuff. I still hope he doesn't play that. I need to ask her because that's not, he doesn't need chat rooms and stuff. There's no way. He's literally like 6 years old. No. There's no reason he doesn't. No. Nope, not at all. That's just opinion, but in my opinion, a 6-year-old has no business being in a chat of any kind. It's a jitterbug phone with his mom and dad, and even that's a little much, okay? Weird questions, and they decided to change it from free to play. It's such a huge difference. I'm glad, Winsome. I'm glad. Anyway, now it creeps me out. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you changed it and that it's better now. I'm sorry you had to do that, though. It sucks that, you know, you shouldn't have to do that. But, sucks. Just the way it is, though, unfortunately. That's just the way it is. Things will never be the same. That's the way it is. And I don't know any other words to that song. It's played on the radio, but they only played a little bit of it. Gotta listen to that morning show. I haven't heard it in a long time. All right. Oh, hi, Rita. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hey, guys, I'm about to go here in just a minute. I don't want to keep you guys here all day. I feel guilty. I feel guilty. I don't want you guys to take up all your time with me. I've been here long enough. Just checking my pattern, make sure it looks good. So far, so good. You've heard Roblox is bad about having online predators. Yes, yes. Oh, that's why I'm like, nope. I do not want my friend's son on there. My little, what do we call him? He's kind of like my little nephew, but it's like, no, because I am Aunt Amy, really. But, gee, I don't want him on there. I don't want him to have a phone. I don't want him on Roblox. I don't want him to grow up, okay? He's just a little kid. He's a sweetie. He saw me on YouTube and he was like, how do you do that? And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, how do you make a video? And I was like, on my phone. And he was like, oh. He was so fascinated because, you know, he knows about like Ryan's toys and all of them. So he's like, wait, you do that too? Of course, he wants to do it too. I think he made like a stop motion video one time with his mom, which is cool. I understand. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I appreciate you popping in, and don't worry about it at all. And you know, if you don't make it and you're sad about it, you can always just pop in and give it a like later on, you know? When I upload it later. So no worries. I totally understand. And I might start doing some more in the evening, Wednesday or Thursday, since Mac's hopefully going to be back in class since the weather is warming up. And that'll also give more people in different places more opportunity to watch. So I may do that. And it would probably be 5, 6, 7 my time, somewhere in there, Eastern Standard Time. So I don't know, but that is a thought that I might do. Might do it tomorrow, or I might do it just do a double thing Thursday. I don't know. See how I feel tomorrow and what else I'm doing other than going to work. Oh yeah, I'm going to work tomorrow, so we'll see. But that won't be till after work anyway. So I don't know. I'll fall asleep and stuff. Aww. Catch the live on the way she fall asleep. Aww. Pets were currently 7:29. You just made your brother's baby. He's drinking himself and you need to sit by the bed so the other brother can fall asleep. Aw, Pets World's being a good sister. Aw. Bless, that's so sweet. They're the sweetest when they're the little milk drinking age. Little bottles of milk. They're the sweetest. And little terrors too, but also sweet. I miss when my friend's little baby was that size. Now he's just around everywhere. He's gonna be a freaking, I say teenager, but he will be before we know it. And he won't care about Aunt Amy anymore. And he won't think the things that I make him are cool anymore. It'll be real sad. But hopefully, you know, not for a couple years. Hopefully 2 more good years so I can impress him, right? Yeah, I'm sure. I would think not, Winsome. Like, I can't imagine, just based on what I've heard, letting my child play Roblox without me being, because I've heard so many weird things. Like, I do need to talk to my friend about that again and make sure that she hasn't like let him on there since then. Aw. Okay, Pets World. Bye. Okay, I'm about to leave in just a minute anyway, so it's no worries. I know I keep saying that, but I actually am going to leave, I swear. We would just keep chatting, so I just kept talking. But I need to go eat my lunch and all that good stuff in just a second. Where's my baby? He's sleeping. I was gonna see if he wanted to pop out and say hi, but he's asleep, so we'll let him rest. Do this, and then we'll say bye in a minute. Yes, there are. That is very true. Thankfully, there are certain things. I think there are like even certain apps that you can go through and like literally view your child's like screen or something, like at any point. And I think like that would be great because it's the pop-up inspection that you've got to do. It's not the like, hey, I'm going to look at your phone in 5 minutes. Like, no, that gives them 5 minutes to clear out whatever bad conversation they had. You don't do that. You need to go and look at it right then before they can get rid of any information, you know? So, yeah. Aw, Arthur is doing good. He is just snoozing away right here. But he's good. We're going to go for a nice little walk here in a little bit because it's going to be 70 degrees out today. It's going to be really nice and warm. So we're going to go for a little walk. Sorry, I'm playing with my crochet. Yes, iPhones do have pull controls. Oh, good, good. That's good to know. Good to know. In case my friend gets her kid a phone day. Let's see, because we didn't grow up with phones. But yeah, I thank you guys for being here today. I know we didn't do like a lot. We made some flowers and we worked on this, but I wanted to work on this, but I didn't want to show it to you tonight, so it can be more of a surprise. So we'll do that, and then like I'm gonna work on the head of the cow again because I was working on it. I looked at it this morning and I realized my count was off, so that's why I didn't do it today. I think I need to redo it and start it over because somehow I'm off by like 6 whole stitches. So we're gonna figure that out, and then maybe we will work on that Thursday, like putting it together and finishing it up, hopefully. Or at least that's my current plans. And then very soon we're gonna make some bunnies because I want some bunnies, some little Easter peeps. I would feel very violated, but it's a I understand that too, Winston. I would too. I would have hated that if I was a kid. But at the same time, it probably would have kept me from talking on AOL chat rooms to people if I had known that my parent could look in at any moment to my phone, you know. So if I had, because I thought I could delete it and get with it, right? Delete the history. So I'll mess with Pets World. Just teasing her. So she said she can't. You can see me moving, but no noise. All right, you guys. I appreciate you guys so much for being here today. And hopefully I will be back on Thursday if all is well. And appreciate you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Aw, thank you guys. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you so much. So yeah, have a good day and good night. And I will see you guys meet again on Thursday. All right.